Michael, thanks very much for joining us. For those who may not know Intreal as well, just tell me a little bit more about the business, when it was founded, and I guess what the strategy is.
Yes, we have founded it 10 years ago, so we have birthday this year, 10th birthday, and we started with a new model which we call Service KBG. We are a licensed investment company focused on real estate. But the very special unit or USP of Intreal is that we will do that only for external managers. So we do not have the real estate specialists in our company. We have the license for this fund launching in Germany or in Europe. And what we achieved is that we could grow within the last 10 years up to a volume of about 25 billion euro, which is not that bad. So we are on the top 5 KBGs in Germany, actually. And the most successful business was fund launching for institutional investors, yes. Most of our funds are institutional funds, so insurance companies, other institutional investors like pension funds, they invest in these funds. When you look at the last year, there was a growing increase about 9 billion, about 10 billion in KIT, so that the open-ended funds for institutional investors has increased to a volume of about, I would say, 100 billion. On the other hand, also the open-ended funds for retail clients are back because they suffered a little bit in the past. And they have been the most successful open-ended funds within all asset classes. They are mixed funds, but the real estate funds are really back because there is also a big demand by private investors because they do not have nothing. Institutional investors would like to invest in real estate, different kinds of real estate, and there's nothing for German investors, for example, for private investors, and there's a big demand.
So what are you seeing in terms of the market, in terms of whether there's a favourite for sectors or for geographies? Are there any specific things where you're seeing an increased interest in terms of the focus of those funds?
Well, I was also a fund manager in the past, and in the past we often tried to diversify the portfolios, and we said you have to invest in Germany, you have to invest in Japan, you have to invest over, because it's very interesting. That's very complicated, no one will understand that. And so there's a need for fund management. Yeah. Actually, most investors, they reduced this and said, no, we would not like to invest in these different countries because the risk is high and the income is not that better. So very often they now decided to invest in different kinds of real estate. Yeah. So they decided to invest in logistics, they invested, and they're focused, more and more focused. Also one country, only logistics, but a specialist who can handle that. And in each country we will find this. These are the managers working together with us because the investors love this. Because in the past they very often trusted the fund managers, not very familiar with the properties. And in real life it is that the manager who is able to manage the properties will be the better manager also on fund level. We prefer those managers who are very good in real estate. And that's the reason why they look for smaller funds, more focused funds. Last month we launched, for example, a kindergarten fund. One investor would like to have a kindergarten fund because it's a social effect for his company. Yes, we found a manager who can do that, and we launched a fund for kindergartens. We also launched a fund for car parking, for residential. That's normal, actually. It wasn't 10 years ago. We launched funds for light industrial, all these things. We can offer that because we can find the right managers.
It's interesting to see a lot of those niche markets coming out in the discussion there in terms of the funds that you're launching, because that's something that we've definitely seen here at MIPIM this week. So thank you for joining us, Michael.
Thank you very much.